applied to speak at AVID Seminar, and you were chosen to be a elementary student ambassador. So you're going to be doing a live Socratic seminar. When I saw the description of the competition, and it's someone who needs to speak, who loves AVID, who loves to learn, and the prompt, I immediately thought of Anastasia. She's just one of a kind, and I knew she would excel.
She was like, I know you would be the perfect example. So I was like, of course. And after that, which was like around October, I waited and waited. Then one day, all the ladies came in and they were like, you won.
I knew how important it was that she was a part of the event in any capacity, not just the speech itself, but knowing that she was selected to be there, one of 900 kids, and she is representing all elementary school students is such a huge thing. And I loved it.
I was so confident just to come in, and then over the couple years that I've been here, I was like, what is gonna happen soon? That I can make a big difference in Neptune, and that like a lot of people will remember me. So I'm happy that I got this opportunity to do this.
Anastasia found out she would be speaking at the AVID Summer Institute right before spring break. Just a few days later, on April 3rd, she had to have brain surgery.
Bye, baby, I love you.
See you soon,
Anastasia is probably one of the strongest people I know. February is when we got the letter from endocrinology and the neurosurgeons. Anastasia was diagnosed with Cushing's disease, which we learned is actually a surgical disorder.
I had surgery on my pituitary gland because there was a tumor on it.
Her surgery became a little more complicated than they thought. The way they presented it was Anastasia is special in more ways than we even realize. The tumor, which should have been easily accessible, was actually embedded in her brain, so they had to carefully resect it. She lost a lot of blood. They did some blood transfusions in the process.
As if brain surgery wasn't enough for a 10-year-old,
I got sick with pneumonia, which was a surprise. And then I had stomach problems during the pneumonia, which didn't make anything help. But I was like, my surgery's already over, so I just have to get through this.
The most emotional I've seen her was the understanding and finally accepting that we are finally being discharged. They took the PICC line out, and myself, her nurse, and the child life specialist were like, okay, it's done, it's over. And she looked at me and I could see the emotion just swell up inside of her, and she asked repeatedly, like, is it finally over? Is it finally over? And gave her the biggest hug. I was like, were you just afraid you were never gonna leave? And she said, yeah.
Once I was able to leave, I was happy, but still I wasn't 100% myself. I still had to go through those hard things. I'm proud of myself for doing that.
This is a hard process for anyone, even for an adult to have brain surgery, but for such a tiny human to go through something so difficult, and watching her be so strong over the past couple of months, it's forced me to be strong for her.
after 2 weeks in the hospital, a few more recovering at home, and a second hospital stay due to a blood clot, Anastasia went back to the classroom and finished the school year with straight A's. And now she is preparing for the AVID Summer Institute.
For those who meet her, it's impossible not to fall in love with her. Just her being gone for the past couple of weeks. So many people have asked, where's Anastasia? We've missed Anastasia, just seeing her in the hallway, her saying hello, greeting people. She is a source of positivity for sure at Neptune Elementary.
I'm just showing people that, like, no matter how old you are, or like, no matter what you look like or what people may seem, you know, you can do anything.